Alrighty. Yo. Hey everybody. Watching my test of the GoPro Hero 8 and my mic and all that. About to head to the office, so this is a good time as any to kind of test out the video, and just as important, the microphone, seeing if I set this up right. I think the toughest part is the angle while I'm writing. I just got the stock GoPro helmet mount, but it's a little janky, quite honestly. Exciting content here, taking out the garbage. See how this works. I felt like when I did this last time, I might have unplugged the microphone, so the sound wasn't very good. So I'm hoping this is better. And there's the baby. My half-finished garage. That's another YouTube video, but eventually I'll get that flooring that I ordered. But yeah, going to the office, checking the mail, respecting social distancing, of course, but I assume getting business mail is okay. It's a nice day out. I got the heated jacket on. I don't think I need it, really. I don't think I'll do music. I should have my earplugs on, but I don't. And yeah. I do like this new race deck flooring, though. It's nice. But there was a mix-up with my order, and so they didn't send everything at the same time. Can't be giving you my password to the garage. Neighbors are moved in. It seemed nice enough. You know, I'm going to turn off this heated jacket. Doesn't seem hot enough to warrant it. Alright, check the camera. Yeah. Maybe a little higher. Alrighty. And away we go. Alrighty. Well, hopefully you can hear me without much wind buffeting sound. But yeah, just gonna head to the office, my normal route. It's actually the long route in that I could take I-5 to my office to downtown Seattle, but I usually avoid the freeways if I'm not touring, but if it's just kind of like a headed to work or whatever, just too many idiots on the road. Though with this COVID madness, not as many idiots, so that's nice. There's a nice easy ride though. Kind of filled with a lot of speed traps, unfortunately, but I've yet to run into any trouble, knock on chrome. Bike feels good though. Got Lake Washington over there. It feels good to get out. So, need to talk about something to test this mic out, and I may as well go over the bike. I'll do a walk around video of my 18 Road Glide. Bought it new about a little over 2 years ago. Warranty expired a couple months ago, and so I've kind of done some stuff to the engine and such. Specifically, I had, before my warranty, I had a stage 1, so I had kind of the base Harley tune using the Harley tuner, Screaming Eagle slip-ons, and the new air filter. That's it. So, you know, nothing really major. I enjoyed the bike, liked it, but and thought it had enough power, frankly. I'm not a real aggressive rider, but you don't know what you're missing until you, in fact, find out what it was you were missing. And when I did some engine mods and saw the increase in power, I said, yeah, this is better. So a couple months ago, I put in new header pipes. I went with Vance & Hines power duals, and for my slip-on exhaust, I went with Reinhardt DBX 4.5, so a 4.5 inch exhaust. I also upgraded the tuner. Instead of using the Harley tuner and even the Hans tuner, I can't remember the name, I ended up getting the Power Vision tuner. And I left my air filter. I like my air filter, though I might upgrade it. It's pretty boring. It's an oval Screaming Eagle slim air filter. I like it because it's slim, because it doesn't get in the way of my legs while I'm riding. But I think I'll want a nicer looking one, maybe one that can kind of suck in more air eventually. But since I paid for the tune, which wasn't cheap, I'm not going to do that now. Maybe next summer. Do a couple tweaks to the engine. So now I'm running on, I got a 114 cubic inch Milwaukee 8, whereas when I bought it stock, I think it was 107. I don't think it was 103, 107. So now I'm at 114, and it's nice. You can feel the power, and it's a hell of a lot louder. I get a little worried that it's too loud. I try to be a respectful neighbor, and I don't want to be annoying. But I think as it's breaking in, actually, it's starting to mellow out to that perfect sound. You know, when I first got it, I'd started up in the morning, and I was like, oh my God, my fucking neighbors are going to kill me. But like when I started up today, I mean, it was loud, but it wasn't obnoxiously loud. So I think we're okay. This is one of those speed traps. It's a 35, runs into a 50, does the same thing coming the other direction, and it's just these 4-lane, 5-lane highways, and this is a highway, it's really easy to kind of lose track of how fast you're going. Well, nice day. Moderate temperature. Don't need the heated grips today. Let's turn those off. Yeah. So this COVID madness has really impacted the business, obviously. We're still financially okay, but you know, we're really kind of on pins and needles. Not you know, because the delay in terms of when it impacts us, in terms of the financial part, in terms of clients paying their bills, bringing in new work, and all that, that could be a little lag. But anyways, in light of COVID, I'm not, no one's coming into the office, and, I didn't really want our admin team to go in either, so I just kind of volunteered myself to be mail guy. So yeah, I'm a business owner, but you still got to do what it takes, you know, no ego, do what needs to be done. And frankly, I like going to the office because I get to ride. Tempted to do the freeway, but yeah, I got nothing but time, so I'll go the leisurely route. I-5 being that freeway. Back up, Cager. I always get those cars that like to crowd you. It's one thing riding a bike now is I'm definitely a more aware Cager driver. So I'm hoping that the angle of the camera is okay. One thing that I notice is it's pretty easy to move the mount or move the GoPro. You just hit it with your arm. Even when you tighten it pretty well, it'll move a little bit. I might have to use some like blue Loctite or something and use a screwdriver to kind of set the angle correctly so I don't always have to fiddle with it. So yeah, we'll see. When we get to the office, I'll check out the angle on my phone, view the video, and just see how it looks. But what I'm going for is seeing a little bit of the fairing and maybe even my hands, and then the rest up, where you get a nice view of the road. More cars on the freeway, you know. Still, it's not nearly as much traffic. Seattle's notoriously bad traffic, but one of the there's a lot of Seattle bashing is kind of hip nowadays. You know, the Seattle is dying and all that, which is purely fake news. But again, that's another video. But I can't deny the traffic sucks. There's I-5. So I am going to take the East Marginal Way road to downtown, and so it's not a very scenic road, though if you like airplanes, it's a cool road in that you got the Flight Museum on this road. You have, it parallels the airport, one of the small airports that Boeing uses a lot. There's airplane parking in terms of, this is where, you know, all those 737 Maxes that they won't put in the air, they park them in big old lots that are adjacent to this road. So if you're an airplane guy, this is your road. You can already see over there some of the planes. Boeing's former corporate headquarters is here as well on this road. They moved to Chicago, but they still have the headquarters, still a lot of people. There's still a major hub here. So there's the KC-135 fueling planes over there. Boeing warehouse. See an F-18 in front of the museum, one of the Blue Angels actually. To the right, Museum of Flight. A very cool museum, by the way. That's the first, that red building's the very first Boeing plant, I believe. And then to the left, you got some cool planes. Old ones, a Concorde. They used to have an Air Force One there. Oh, what perfect weather. It's supposed to rain later, but this is nice. Planes that look new, probably ones that are going to be delivered. And then to the left, you got a really big kind of airplane parking area. You can see all the planes over there from all the different airlines. I think those are 737 Maxes that they've been having trouble with. And so usually this parking area isn't as filled with planes, but right now there's a ton of them. So yeah, Boeing has a major presence here in Seattle, honestly. But a nice, easy, safe road. Gets me to downtown. Usually takes me about 25 minutes to get to work. If I took I-5, I could probably do it in 15, no traffic. But I don't mind. That's the old Boeing headquarters. Looks like some 1960s design building. Nice biker. So up here we're about to turn on First Ave South, which is a main thoroughway that goes entirely all through Seattle, southern part of Seattle, up to downtown. Starbucks corporate headquarters are located there. About a typical kind of big city street. Bumpy area. The shocks on the road glide are bad. Can't even sugarcoat it. Been looking at getting some new shocks. I'm waiting for my motorcycle lift to come in. I ordered a handy Sam 1200 motorcycle lift, and you know, I ordered it right in the middle of COVID, so who knows when they're going to deliver it. Well, I'm not too nervous. I assume they're good for it. We're going to go out of business, but someone online said they got it in a week, and I've been waiting about 4 or 5 weeks, and they haven't even shipped it yet. So, kind of a bummer. So, not really going to do my shocks until I get my lift, because I'm going to put the shocks in myself. I'm looking at Olean's shocks, Legends, and then what is it, RWD. Leaning Olin's, though they're pricey, but I'm just worried if I get the Legends or the RWDs, I'm always going to be like, I should have got the Olean's. Though from what I've read online, you get any type of aftermarket shock on the Road Glide, on the Harley touring bikes, and you're going to notice a big improvement. We got Seattle up front ahead of us, and that's where we're headed. I'm working the SoDo district, which is part of downtown, but the SoDo stands for south of downtown, so it's on the southern part of downtown. Used to be kind of a shady, sketchy area back in the day, but now it's turned into kind of hipster industrialville. A lot of new office buildings. The football stadiums are down there and all that, so it's really improved. Good bus drivers, even though they probably don't like working because of COVID, but there's like no one on the buses, so maybe they do like it. Like, yeah, this is easy. I'm just driving around with no passengers. Yeah, the traffic is definitely going more and more towards normalcy, even though we're technically still in the lockdown. People are definitely probably getting some cabin fever. I know I am. Look over there to the left, Starbucks corporate headquarters. There is the baseball stadium for the Mariners. That Ken Griffey statue right there. I was tempted to ride my bike up on that sidewalk and do a photo op one day. These COVID times, it's the time to do it. Not many people out. So yeah, good place to watch a baseball game though. Though the Mariners are god awful. Then this is kind of one of the kind of a convention area. They have a lot of boat shows. Got all our players on the side, and then to the right up there is CenturyLink Field, home of the Seahawks. This is kind of where you know COVID's a thing, because this road usually has a lot of people walking around, food trucks, things like that. And right now it's not much. Let's see, where can I park? Well, I was going to park in front of my building, but instead I will park in the motorcycle parking area. Let's see. Actually, don't have to go in the motorcycle area. I can just park in the car area. Alrighty, made it. Well, that was it. Not the most exciting trip in the world, but a good test one. If it works, I will upload it to YouTube and check that out. But thanks for watching the video. Peace.